Back now with our series On the Money, and no one likes to read the fine print, of course, but you're about to find out just how important that fine print can be. A recent survey found more than 4 out of 5 Americans use payment apps. Zelle, Venmo, you know the names, half of them at least once a week. But if you're not careful, you could run into some significant unexpected costs. And here to help us is CNBC senior personal finance correspondent Sharon Epperson. You heard Chanel right there being like, oh,
yeah, I know.
I better listen to this conversation. Walk us through this. It's remarkable. In the last year that they kept track of this, like $900 billion were spent on these apps.
It's supposed to go to $1.6 billion, $900 million in 2022, up to $1.6 billion in 2027. And we're going to see over the next 5 years about 150% increase in terms of people using payment apps for transactions.
So let's break it down, just so consumers who are watching us right now get a better understanding of how these work. Walk us through it.
Well, the way that they work, a lot of people want to store their credit card information on a payment app so that or their debit card information, and that way they're able to send money to friends, pay for things online, or just tap and pay in the store. What they may not realize is when they're doing these contactless transfers, instant transfers, they're actually paying a fee. If you want that money immediately, you're paying perhaps 1.75% as a fee. And if you're using your credit card to make it, it may even be up to 3%. So people may not realize that doing this actually costs them a little bit more money than they expect. Digital wallets, I love them because they do double duty. You can put your credit cards in there. You can put health insurance cards. I have my CVS card in there. Everything is on my phone in that Apple Wallet or Google Wallet, but it also has Apple Pay and Google Pay that you can use for contactless payments as well.
I know, pretty soon the Tooth Fairy is going to be using Venmo.
Exactly.
That's funny.
It's a way of the past.
Right.
Yeah, all right,
Yep.
Kaylee's got you.
So convenience doesn't come free.
Yeah.
Where are we seeing these fees? And are they hidden a bit?
Yeah, they are a little bit hidden. As I was talking about, the instant transfer, you want that right away. You could be paying up to $25, 1.75% in terms of the transaction that you're making. So you want to make sure that if you really need that money fast, it comes at a cost. If you're tying your credit card information to that payment app in order to make a transaction, that could also cost you a certain amount, maybe up to 3%. So you want to make sure you understand that as well. And you want to confirm the money that's going back and forth, confirm it with your bank. Look at the credit card statement. Make sure that everything lines up so that you know that the money has gone where it needs to go.
And it's your choice to make that transfer. But sometimes people leave that money sitting in the app. You know, I go to dinner with friends. We're going to split the bill. They send it to my Venmo, and then it's sitting there.
That's not what you want to do. You do not want to have money sitting in a payment app. People think that payment app is their bank. It's not your bank. It's not your credit union. It's not federally insured. And so your funds are not protected there. What you want to do is not leave it sitting there. Link to a bank account, transfer that money immediately so that you make sure that you have your funds in an account that's federally insured.
But watch out for those fees if they're coming at you when you try to transfer that money.
Wow, I didn't know that the money wouldn't be insured. Because I'm like Kaylee, I just keep it sitting there unless I need it.
No, put it in a bank.
Wow. Okay, let's talk about avoiding scams. We have like 60 seconds.
Okay, well, you definitely don't want to share your account credentials with anyone. You want to make sure you're using the a PIN or something to make sure that it's double safe. You also want to make sure that the recipient that's getting that money, you have their number. You miss, one.
Can you get that back if you accidentally send it to the wrong person?
Oh, you may not be able to get it back. So you want to make sure that phone number is the actual phone number.
Okay.
And then if you do get requests from someone, and you know them, but you're not expecting them, double check with them.
Okay.
Text them, make sure, did you ask me for this for real? Or is because you don't want to get scammed.
This is good because a lot of people are using it.
A lot of people are using it. And if you think that you have been scammed, definitely contact the payment app company, but also go to the Federal Trade Commission website, reportftc.gov.
Okay, sounds good. Sharon, as always, thank you.
Sure.
Solid.
I was going to say, I think, Chanel, you owe me a little cash. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We could do it through one of those sites instead. Head to today.com to learn more about managing payment.